Hi guys, evening everyone. You're welcome to my live stream. Please let me know if you can hear me very well. If you're coming in like this live stream, how are you guys doing? It's very hot in Nigeria. For those of you that are in Nigeria, you know what is going on right now. Like I don't know what they have like this. It's like the heat wave in Nigeria now. It's something else. Like seriously, I know that it's not gonna be easy for me to show my face in this live stream because the heat wave in Nigeria is too much, guys. It's too much. It's too much. I'm just here with my hand fan. Like seriously, even with the light situation, it's terrible. For those of you in Nigeria, you can relate to what I'm saying. Like seriously, the heat wave is terrible, and and the power situation in Nigeria has been so bad lately. Like seriously, we have gone for about 1 week now without steady light. Like seriously, it's not been easy. My people in Nigeria understand what I'm talking about. It's not easy. Hi, Rhoda Maloka. How are you doing? You're welcome to my live stream. Please, you're coming in. Like this live stream, like and share, okay? Like and share. I hope you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. Rhoda Maloka, please let me know if you can hear me. Oh, please. Just indicate if you can hear me clearly. Rhoda, where are you chatting from? Where are you chatting from? All right, guys. So it's good to be back because I know I've been MIA for some time. In fact, I did a video talking about the reason why I was away and what really happened. Guys should go and watch that live stream. He said loud and clear. Okay, thank you so much. You're watching from SA. Wow, how is SA today? I miss some of my South African fans, so a lot of them stopped watching me as soon as Chidima's drama ended. So it's so good to see a South African subscriber or viewer coming back to watch my videos. I know that some of them still watch, but I know most majority of them came during the Chidima saga. So it's so good to see a South African, watching my live stream, once again. So you are very welcome. Yeah, you're very welcome to my channel. So um today's live stream is all about Miss World Nigeria. You guys know that that is a major pageant that is coming up. That's a major pageant that is currently going on right now in Nigeria. Yes, it's going to be a very keenly contested pageant because the persons that have applied for this year's pageant, my my dears, I don't know. As a judge, I'm beginning to wonder, like, who will I choose, or who will I pick as my favorite? Like seriously, it's a whole lot. Even if I've handpicked my favorite, but I feel like it's going to be a very it's going to be a keenly contested pageant this year. Like seriously, I won't lie. The persons that have applied for this year's pageant, I don't know. As a judge, it's going to be difficult to choose. It's going to be, but there are some surprise inclusions this year, which I want to talk about, and also, I feel like Silverbird needs to do something very fast because make it make sense. This is March. This is March 8th, and Miss World might likely take place in May. So it's very important that Nigeria crowns her representative at least 2 to 3 months before the Miss World pageant. I always talk about this on my channel. Like I've been singing it like national anthem. Every time I keep saying it, and they keep doing the same thing. You can imagine today is the 8th of March, and we are yet to get the date for the screening and the date for the grand finale. Like seriously, what is really happening to Nigerian pageantry? Like we said last year was very bad for Nigeria. Like seriously, last year pageant year was not really a good one. especially for the female category. Like we did not really do well last year. So I'm expecting that this year at least there should be some changes. Do you understand? Like for those of you that have been watching my channel, you know how it is. Like I don't sugarcoat here. I'm not one to be sugarcoating. I don't do such. I do my job, without any bias. And I always say it here on my channel that if you know that as a pageant owner you cannot continue to give us premium service as a pageant franchise holder, please step down or sell the franchise to somebody else that's ready to do the job. I always sing it here on my channel that if you know that you as a pageant owner you cannot you cannot do your job optimally, like you cannot give us a premium or quality pageant, or you are tired of holding the franchise, sell it off to somebody else that is ready. I'm telling you, because my plan literally is to own a pageant franchise in the future. That's what I'm planning, because I know that the pageant system in Nigeria sometimes is messed up. You can imagine, I was in Miss World Instagram page, and I saw that at least 60% of the countries, some 60% of 60% of how will I put it, like other countries, most of the countries that I know that that participate in Miss World, because you guys know that Miss World has the highest population or highest participation of countries. So 60% of countries, of other countries, have they've crowned their representative. So why is Nigeria's own different? Why do we keep singing this issue every year, that we should crown our representative on time? I keep saying this every year, yet they keep doing the same thing. How do we expect to get changes when the franchise holders are still doing the same thing? They're still repeating the same thing over and over again. It's been a while that we won Miss World. We won Miss World in 2020, in 2021. That's about more than 20 years ago. It's high time that Nigeria gets another crown. So how do we aim, or how do we achieve this if we don't prepare on time? How do we achieve this if we don't prepare on time? So I think the franchise holders of Miss World Nigeria, please, you guys should do the needful. Do the needful. Make sure that you crown our reps on time. It's very, very important. It's very paramount that we do that, because if we don't do that, these ladies or whoever you're going to crown won't have enough time to prepare. And Miss World is a very, very unpredictable pageant. Like seriously, you cannot really predict who is going to win, because they are big on charity. They are big on charity. They are big on a lot of things that, you know, if you think you can actually predict Miss World, you cannot predict Miss World. Like seriously, I've tried. Even last year, I think Pride Thailand was on my radar last year, but there's so many other persons too that will tell me that will also agree with me that Miss World is a very, very unpredictable pageant. So if your reps are not well prepared, how do you expect them to do very well in international competitions? How do you expect your reps to do very well in international competitions when you are not doing the needful? It's so sad, guys. Like seriously, I'm really, really pained that a country like Nigeria ought to have gotten it right all these years. We are yet to get another crown after more than 20 years, and it's high time that we do the needful. Anyways, that's just me ranting, talking about what is going on right now in the pageant industry or with the franchise holders here in Nigeria. So let's go on to what is most important um, gist for today, for tonight, which is the battle for supremacy amongst the Miss World Nigeria contestants. For those of you that have been following Miss World Nigeria, you know that we have a lot of surprise entries this year, a lot of comeback wins this year, and new faces, which I believed might cause an upset. Because, like, seriously, Miss World is a pageant that you need to look at, the person you eventually crown is someone that has, you know, that has an already existing project, somebody that can connect with the audience, somebody that has a next door kind of beauty standard, somebody that has empathy, somebody that can can relate with people. Because Miss World doesn't just look at the beauty, doesn't just look at the paracella or whatever. They also look at your connection. You must be beautiful with a purpose. Um you must have a pet project. You must be able to reach out to the less privileged. You must be able to carry out your charity works. You must be able to have an active charity organization. Okay, so if you are planning on going for Miss World Nigeria pageant, you should know that if you don't possess these qualities, it's going to be difficult for you to place. That's just the truth. Yeah, don't you guys know me? I won't come here and be sugarcoating things. If you know you don't have these qualities, please just take a back seat and don't even bother yourself applying for Miss World. Because Miss World, in as much as we're looking for beautiful girls, with well-toned body and all that, you need to also consider the fact that Miss World doesn't look at even if you look at beauty, okay, they also look at your demeanor. It's very, very important. Your demeanor, your attitude, your manners. Those things are very, very important. And also, your charity works is mostly important because you need to give back to the society. Okay. Now, looking at the quality of entries this year, I would say that if you guys watched my video I did some days back, which I've posted talking about my favorites in the entry video, you guys know that that video was kind of streamlined to the persons that I felt like at that time they were favorites for me. There's so many of them that are coming up. Okay, you guys know that the entry has not closed yet, so we're going to have a lot more persons that are going to participate or that are going to send in their entries before the deadline ends. But at the same time, I want to reiterate or I want to state that if you know that you're not prepared, you don't have these qualities that I mentioned earlier, don't even bother yourself. Don't even bother yourself to participate in the pageant, because right now, what the franchise holders of Miss World Nigeria should be looking at is quality over quantity. Do you understand? Because right now, it's a pageant that requires um a lot of intellect, a lot of character. If you don't have character, if you know that your character is not, me, I don't sugarcoat it. You guys know me. I don't have time for all those things, all those sugarcoating and all that. If you know your character is questionable, don't even bother yourself competing for Miss World Nigeria pageant or Miss World, any even going for Miss World. Because they also look at your character, they look at your demeanor, they look at how well you can connect. What is your charity project? What are you giving back to society? All right. So now the quality of candidates this year, like I said before, we have a lot of comeback queens. We have a lot of new faces as well. And for the new faces, I would say that most of them, I don't know if they have pageant experience. I don't know how far they've gone, but I feel like they ought to have read the portfolio of Miss World and read what Miss World stands for before they even applied for the pageant. Okay, so now looking at the bevy of beauties that we have this year that have contested this year, there's like if you watch my videos, like I mentioned, I already have my favorites, but there's another surprise entry. She's not a new face. Yeah, she's not a new face. And almost a lot of my subscribers already know her. She is Lucille Love Oputa Otutu. She just posted her introduction video. Sorry, she just posted her entry video yesterday, and I think of course, with that, she also missed my favorite my video as well. You guys know I did a video talking about my favorite. So at this point, Lucille entry video my own on my channel, because of course it came very late, but I'm still rooting for her as one of my favorites, to apply for Miss World Nigeria. So for those of you that are OGs here on my channel, already know Lucille. Lucille has been participating in the in the Miss World Nigeria pageant. This is not her first time. Actually, this is her fourth time participating under the Silverbird franchise, and she was once in the MBGN pageant. She now later came back from Miss Universe Nigeria, and now she's coming back for a second time for Miss World Nigeria. Okay, so um, anyways, my message to the seal is that I hope you are better prepared this year, because the other contestants that have applied this year, they are very, very strong. This is a very strong batch. And for someone that, for last year's Miss World Nigeria pageant, she came in as a supplementary list. If you guys know what happened last year, you guys know that she didn't make the first list, but she came in as a supplementary list to one of the contestants that stepped down. So for me, my message for Lucille is that do not give up. Okay, I know the universe listens, or the world definitely definitely listens to a stubborn heart, but I would say that I hope you are better prepared this year, because I know why I'm saying this. There's a lot of things that happened last year that I think I after the whole pageant, I advised her on what to do, or on how she's going to go about it. I never expected her to come back for this year's Miss World Nigeria. Like, seriously, I was even surprised when I saw her entry video. Sorry, guys. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me, guys. I'm so sorry. The network took me out. So please, I hope you can hear me very well. So, like I was saying, what's your personal relationship as an applicant? What's your personal relationship with the franchise holders? Do you understand? Like, what I mean is there anything that is stopping you from being crowned, if at all you are chosen as one of the favorites? So all those things you need to put into consideration when you are contesting for a pageant like Miss World Nigeria or Miss Universe Nigeria under the Silverbird franchise, because we've heard stories upon stories that has marred a lot of other contestants' dream of getting to the finals, or of getting a crown in Miss beyond in the pageant. So what I would say is, I hope you are better prepared, Lucille. I hope that this year it won't be another story, or whatever this year. Like, we won't hear stories again. Do you understand? So I wish her the best of luck. I feel like, for me, I was really surprised that she came back, because I was expecting her to not to come back. I think I did a video about her participation last year where I said that, if you know that you're not prepared, or if you know that you don't have the team, a good team behind you, don't even bother yourself. Because when it comes to this Miss World Nigeria, Miss Universe Nigeria under the Silverbird franchise, there's a lot that happens behind closed doors. A lot of politics that takes place. And if you don't know your year, she has a better team. She's well prepared in terms of her wardrobe, in terms of her styling, because most of the things that happened to her, or what I think mad Lucille's performance last year, was because her wardrobe was not up to standard. Yes, you guys, I know that I can be blunt sometimes, but I always like saying the truth. When you're coming for a pageant like this, you need to prepare very well. You need to make sure that your team and your hello, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, very, very sorry. Very sorry for the interruption. I think it's network. Okay, I would end the live stream very soon. I'm just trying to, like, air my opinion on. I'm not done yet, but give and take, in the next 30 minutes, we should be done with the live stream. Okay. So thank you for staying pure. Thank you um for staying put, rather. Yeah, so please, you're coming in, like the live stream, like and share, and also tell me what you think about this particular issue that I mentioned. Okay, let me know your thoughts on Lucille's participation in this year's Miss World Nigeria. I was so surprised when I saw her entry video yesterday, and I wished her well, but at the same time, I just want to make sure that she's well prepared, because this year's batch is very, very strong. We have a very strong batch, and it's it's a lot that's going to happen this year. So we have a former comeback queen, a former Israeli. We have Miss Earth Nigeria 2024, Chantel Ezomo. She participated in Miss Earth in 2024 and she got to the top 12 position. So you can see that she represented Nigeria very well in the Miss Earth pageant, and she's back to participate in Miss World Nigeria. So it's going to be a very very stiff competition this year because Ifoma as well has been preparing for this pageant for a very long time. She had to face her studies, and now that she's done with her studies, she's back to fight for the Miss World Nigeria crown. She was a former Miss ECOWAS Nigeria, okay, under the defunct MBGN era. And also Chantel is crossing over from Miss Earth Nigeria to Miss World Nigeria. So, and you guys know her record in Miss Earth. You know, she did very well, represented the country. She was top 12 in Miss Earth in the year 2024. So, Chantel has a lot, you know. Hello, guys. I'm so sorry. Network keeps going off and on. So, please bear with me, okay? Thank you for staying put. I know my subscribers, they will not. Of course, for those of you that, you know, are not live, are definitely they're going to rewatch the live stream and they're going to comment as usual. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned. So, like I said, what I'm saying now is that, like I said before the network, you know, before the interruption, there's a lot of other beautiful girls that are competing in this year's pageant. Like I mentioned, former Miss Earth Nigeria, Shantele Zomo, and Ifoma Israeli, and so many other persons that I mentioned in my other video that I did, you know, in my favorite in the entry videos. Okay, if you have not watched that video, please go and watch that video. I did a video where I talked about my favorite in the entry videos. Okay, so you guys should go and watch that video. Right, so what I'm saying now is that at this point, it is clear that Lucille has a lot of competitions, a lot more competitions this year than last year. Okay, because I feel like Lucille needs a lot more preparation. She needs to know that you're coming back for the fourth time. So whatever you did not fix the last time, you have to fix it. That's just the truth. You have to fix it. If you really want to go find the competition, you have to fix it. Because for me, like I said, she was a surprise entry. I was thinking she would come back to participate in this year's Miss World Nigeria pageant. I was not really expecting her to come back because of what happened last year. Because she didn't even place in the top 15 last year. You know, she came in as a in the supplementary list. You know, so for me, I was expecting her to. I did a video where I talked about, you know, advising her to go for other pageants. You know, but at the same time, you know, she's back, and you know, it's her decision. It's a personal decision. So, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm back. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. So, let me start from where I stopped. All right. So, like I said, if you know that you're not prepared for this year's pageant, if you know that you know you don't have the financial capacity, in generally, okay, I'm done. I've talked about Lucille's participation, and for me, I'm just advising generally that if you know that you're coming to the pageant scene right now in Nigeria, you need to be financially buoyant. You need to be, you know, have a good team working with you, and you need to be more visible. Okay, so that is just it. This year is going to be a very very tough one because of the, you know, caliber of candidates this year. We have a lot more comeback queens. We have a lot more queens that have experience, international experience, and so many eloquent queens this year. And I feel like this batch is going to be very, very strong. Okay, so good luck to the girls. Good luck to everybody that that are sent in their entry videos. Good luck to each and every one of them. And for me, there were a lot of surprise entries, a lot of new entries, a lot of persons that I felt like, you know, they how will I put it? Like I wasn't expecting some persons to come back, but some of the faces that came back, had already known that they were coming back. You know, so anyways, good luck to all the ladies that have put in their entry. So we are eagerly waiting silver bed now for the screen date, and also for the, you know, itinerary of this year's Miss World Nigeria pageant. Okay, so good luck to the girls. I'm very very optimistic of this year's Hello, guys. Sorry, network keeps interrupting me. So at this point, I think I will soon end the live stream. Okay, I'm going to definitely end the live stream very soon. But at the same time, I just want to pass my message across, and I just want to make sure that the Silverbird organization crown the right candidates for this year's pageant. That is my prayer. That is my hope. Because at the end of the day, we just need somebody that can give us a second crown and Miss World. Somebody that will go and do the needful. Somebody that will carry on the momentum of Miss World Nigeria. Okay, so that is my prayer at the end of the day. So we are expecting Silverbird to release the itinerary for this year's pageant. While we await that, I'll be giving you guys more updates as the as the pageant progresses. Okay, I'm here, of course, to give you guys updates. All right. So thank you all for joining me today. If you're going to be watching the live stream, please comment down below your thoughts on what I just mentioned and what I talked about. Okay. Network has been so bad. Like seriously, I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to be this bad, but of course, I know that definitely will reward the live stream. So let me know your thoughts on this and who are your favorites to win this year's Miss World Nigeria. Who do you think is going to triumph? And of course, who do you think will be the victor at the end of the pageant? All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you all, and I will see you all in another live stream. Okay, thank you so much.